Well, my name is Uduak Daniel, and yes, if you're following across social media platforms where we have an online television right there, talking about YouTube, Twitter, that is X, and Facebook, then you are doing the right thing. And from wherever you're listening to the sound of my voice from, tuning to this very platform, then well done. Thank you. Kudos to you. Well done. Right? We don't take it. You've got a plethora of choices, but you decide to handle or via the Facebook page wall, and your comments would not be left unattended. Right, so of democracy who lost their lives while fighting for the freedom and justice, right? And there are some high points and takeaways or take homes that we would want to also, very quickly look into. But then, what are we looking at today? What is it we're talking about? After the June 12th celebration yesterday, there are some expectations, right, as to what expectations you and I have regarding the issue of the celebrations yesterday, right? There are some expectations in that. That being said, we're looking at expectations after June 12th, Democracy Day. It has come, didn't quite really touch on, so to speak. Well, the president has addressed the security challenges facing Nigeria. He promised to improve security and ensure the safety of all Nigerians right there, acknowledging that there are security challenges. One would say, or one would think that, yes, it's knowing fully well that you are abreast with what's going on, in Nigeria. Just you've shown us the roadmap. What are you putting in place to ensuring that we indeed move toward or in line with this roadmap to achieving what it is that we should achieve from this one? And then corruption. Yes, we mentioned corruption as it yesterday when we had that conversation, and today as well. Corruption is still one of the things that stakeholders have called on the president to look keenly into, right? And the president reiterated his commitment to fighting corrupt stakeholders in decision making, and then address poverty and inequality, creating economic opportunities for all. And then so that is their voice in the discourse. But just before I jump into all of that, let me let you in on who our guest is in the person of Comrade Gerald O. Kachi, and he's a human rights activist, a public affairs commentator, and social analyst. Comrade, are you there? Hello, comrade. Earlier, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and X, so that you can have that experience. And like I said, you too can also drop a comment and let us into what expectations that we should have with regards, this at this time. Talking about Democracy Day of 250,000 naira. So the NLC wants the president to use the occasion of yesterday, as we're still, of course, experiencing it, to announce a new minimum wage of 250 naira and policing and true federalism. But it seems as though we have a Comrade Okachi right there, and we should bring him on board. Comrade, good morning to you. Are you there? Hello, comrade. Thinks of a unitary state and enthrone a true federal state. Now, this, they believe, will address the issues of inequality, good governance, and public communication. So, these needs to improve its public communication. So it's communicating at the same frequency and that the governance message. Comrade? Alrighty. Okay, so so that's just what it is. Now, there are some critical concerns, to this, and these concerns indeed very, very critical. And some of the concerns will be: will the president heed the advice of the NLC, the president? But we are yet to hear from the president. Comrade, are you there? We're looking at expectations, from the June 12 celebrations as at yesterday. And you heard the president's speech. The president had promised that he was going to look into some of these issues and somewhat find solutions, workable solutions to them. Well, the good thing the Nigerians are saying is that the president has not acted as though is unaware of what is going on in the country. In fact, he has touched on several parts. He has talked about the unity and inclusivity. He has brought about the issue of Democratic President Goodluck Jonathan advised the president that look, religious and regional sentiments should be abolished. Right? He had made the sure saying that look, it's a time for us to address poverty and inequality, creating economic opportunities, and other stakeholders have added their voice, to advising the president at a time like this. What is your outlook for the second year for Mr. President as we continue to push Nigeria forward and hoping that we get to our proposed and supposed destination?
So far so tough in the first year of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But then we know that he will face these tough challenges because of what he meant.
Also, can just enter the conversation already and let's have your thoughts on the issues. I mean, the president has said that he's not unaware of what we are facing. In fact, he had come out to saying that he is committed to ensuring that he finds out, put concerns, that border come aboard will be the issue of insecurity. How can Nigerians feel safe with rising insecurity and kidnapping? Putting it side by side what the president had promised in terms of security, where he said that he is acknowledging the security challenges and that is facing Nigeria, and he had also promised to improve security and ensure the safety of all Nigerians and all that. And he mentioned something that's very, very epoch, and that would be the issue of improve intelligence gathering, and that's what quite a number of us have been talking about, and not just about intelligence gathering. After gathering the intelligence, and all of these persons alleged to have committed one crime or the other have been caught or rounded up. What happens then? What next is what Nigerians are saying. What next? So that we see that the process begins from the beginning and it reaches a conclusive conclusion, right? In terms of poverty, how can Nigerians escape poverty with limited job opportunities and inequality? And that's what has been always on the front burner. The issue of I am Yoruba, you are Igbo, you are Hausa. No, you are not part of the three major languages, and as such would not be prioritized. When do we ever get to say that we are Nigerians so that we can take away all of these inequalities, right? And also allow for the opportunities to get to every, how can Nigerians indeed feel equal? And with widespread, discrimination and marginalization, and then the place of corruption, how can we trust leaders with rampant corruption and embezzlement? How can we trust them? Now, if you have corrupt persons under your administration right there, I am not in here for plays. I am not in here to loot. I'm not in here to embezzle. I am in here as players amongst every Nigerian. We're from the top to the bottom. Everybody will actually feel and benefit. Now, that is a decisive effort. That is you have to make is a conscious effort towards ensuring that everybody finds inclusivity. But where that is not coming aboard, and you have people on board, what would be, the end game to this? Is what Nigerians are asking at a time like this. Well, bring your voice in. 0907-353-0044 is that number to call. The other number is 0908-766-8888. And the WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450 of a write-up rather than a voice note, okay? And then keep it short and simple. Well, we see the phone lines buzzing right now, and we will take the call in a very short bit. All right, let's take this one now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Jordan.
Yes, good morning to you, BB.
Good morning.
Yes.
And then Baby Blessy. Our network today, what happened?
Just a bit faulty,
What
yeah.
to hear from our guests.
Right. Okay, anyways, that's fine.
See,
Yeah.
I don't sure whether you can give what you no get.
Okay.
Now, our president, I first of all tell you for this platform, he no promise Nigeria anything. We cannot expect more to say. The one way he can still do, he will talk, but he no go do it for us. But the one way they won't do for themselves, he go talk, the thing go work. When he says subsidy is gone and he work with Nigeria follow. Now the same Nigeria where the governor, now the same we will still come and say, no, president, the hardship too much because of this subsidy. Reverse are back small for common man to be partaker. They say no. Okay, yesterday we be happy. Myself, I'm happy yesterday. I say, well, when president come out, he go talk issue of market price or market of fuel or issue of security. Not be to even just came out to talk, just walk around. You marry a wife, just say make your wife just go to the market. How much for Mujo Gari may just tell you. May you know whether you still know fee our pay. But when last we go talk, nobody go answer. You consider many people when they come for this radio, not because we are hungry. But people they cannot even afford Gari 15 naira to chop. Look at our money now. We don't get 15 naira from Nigeria now. Our money is dying gradually. They are buying dollars, go and stuff for another place. What person they got to talk all this one? But they get the money, they are not feeding the pay. Now when we they call, we they feed the pay. We are feed the pay because common man cannot see food.
All right. Yeah.
What Nigeria they are begging president for? Big for a call down, come out as this. He cannot able to make her anymore. They are working fee for the fair. You pay money for right, we pay letter B, we pay, but they not get to feed poor people like us.
All
Who
right.
does that? They say we continue to talk. Are you talking something that you cannot have solution? Who able to go back? We are going forward, but Nigeria is going back. Look at Ghana must go. Yes, they don't pass Nigeria. Now we get like that. We just beg before
All
we
right,
eat.
all right,
Is it
baby.
supposed to be like that? I
All
don't
right,
beg
baby.
before they eat. Let them go to the market. Let them do the
Understood.
need for beg.
All right, go to the market and see what's going on. Is what BB is saying, Preston. If you indeed if you indeed are saying that you feel the pains of the masses. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, you do my
Yes, good morning to
This
you,
is Alamin.
Alamin. Yes, welcome
yes.
aboard. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Central Area.
All right, let's go into it.
I agree. I have nothing much to say. I
Okay.
would just to say we should stop lamenting. Is the prices of food, particularly food, is too expensive. Go to the farm and farm what you eat. That is the best way to reduce your own inflation in your family. As you're lamenting and wailing about the prices, farmers who are going to the farm, they are fighting to the bank. So it is vice versa. It's a two-way street. If you are not farming, you definitely lament. But the farmers that are producing these foods that we are lamenting about, they are smiling to the bank. They are making the money. Join, the people that will also be making the money. Grow what you eat, not for your own personal consumption to reduce your own food source inflation within your family. Lamenting and wailing will not solve the problem. Government will not feed us as a people. Take initiative and feed yourself. Grow what you eat to reduce inflation within the family. That is what I'm doing. That is what I've been advising people, and I'm happy for it. It is saving me a lot of money. I don't longer buy yam. Down to vegetable, I don't buy. The only thing I buy Maggi and all of that. Let us do the same so that we will not be lamenting and wailing, giving ourselves unnecessary BP every day. On problem we can solve ourselves and also save ourselves money to attend to other family needs. Thank
Right.
you so much.
All right, thank you, Alamin, for that one. Comrade, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I do.
All right, so yeah, we were missing you here and there. Well, Nigerians already talking about some of the expectation, what should be done, what we are expecting to see, and all of that, and way forward as we enter the second year of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration. You were saying?
Oh yes, what I was saying is that with regards to expectations or life after June 12th Democracy Day. I think we have a whole lot to do as a nation,
Right.
especially with regards to our ruling class. Of course, we know that our current president participated very well with regard to School of June 12 as a member of NADECO. But what are the aims and objectives? What are the things that MKO pursued? You know, of course, you can go on the renewed hope. You can link it with regards to MKO, preached. Right. And of course, I must appreciate the president for at least recognizing the heroes and the heroines that participated in that struggle, that period, right. Because it wasn't easy, honestly speaking. Right. A lot of persons, suffered a lot of brutality. Some pay ultimate price, and the most of them, the top of the list is MKO Abiola. But then, expectations after June 12th, includes some of these things that we expect the government of today to do. That is political reforms and stability, economic development, security, social justice and equality, regional development, engagement and empowerment. Overall, anyway, democracy, which is June 12 as established by former President Muhammadu Buhari, Nigerians generally hope tangible progress in all these areas I have mentioned. That is ranging from youth empowerment and the regional development, which we have seen with the make efforts with regards to restructuring, giving autonomy to local governments, creating state police, and the rumor that we had last week with regards to regional governments. So these are some of the things that will bring more progress. Talking about political reforms and stability, we expect that the political elite, continue political reforms aimed at strengthening our democratic institutions and the processes. These include efforts to enhance the transparency and the fairness of elections, reduce corruption, and promote governance. These are things I think, if we do, it will help us a lot.
All right, very well said, comrade. Yeah, let's still hear from Nigerians right now. What are your thoughts to you in terms of what should the president focus in? What aspects of the Nigerian society are you looking, to the president to focus majorly in? Where do you want to begin to see the change start? Let's open the phone line 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. As you also connect, is what we are all about. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Mr. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, please.
Yeah, good morning to your guest.
Yeah. What is your name? All right, Tekenbi. Welcome aboard. Let's get on to it.
Yes, I want to ask your guest, between economy and stability, which one should be tackled first? And which one should be tackled with utmost sense of responsibility? And again, I want to say something, that the coming on board of this government, a lot of people have high expectation.
Right.
Those expectations after 1 year are going down because it seems that there is no hope. It seems that there will be no light at the end of the tunnel. More Nigerians are going. Why can't the government focus on few things and achieve those few?
Hello, Tekenbi. Okay.
Coastal highway. What can't you focus if it is security?
Okay.
What can't you focus and chase all the criminals away from Nigeria? Let us see. If it is one thing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Tekenbi, for that one. And we should take... morning.
Good morning, Master.
Yes, good morning to you.
Dr. Olajide on the line.
Yes. Doctor.
Good morning to our guest.
Right.
Just like you asked us to go straight, that what should be the next focus for this government?
Exactly.
Democracy has come and gone. God bless you, FM.
Thank you. God bless you too, Dr. Olajide, for that one. And to you, comrade, I mean, you've heard Nigerians right there. Some aspects of the country must be the priority, according to Tekenbi Hundu right there. What are your take on these? Hello, comrade. All right, just a little bit of glitch right there. Well, still taking your calls and taking your reactions. Let's also let you in on the fact that there are stakeholders have come out to, making their own point of view, having their stands as to what it is that should be the expectations and, the implication as well. Should the president not also give listening ears to some of these advice? I mean, the former president, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, had given his advice on the Democracy Day Eve at a public lecture where he was the one who was a guest speaker on that one. Yeah. And he had said, shun religious sentiment, be an all-inclusive platform. And we have seen where some other stakeholders, the good governance, advocating that improved organization, coordination, and public communication should be the right way to go. And those who are for the pro-restructuring stakeholders, they've said prioritize restructuring and true federalism, right? As this might just be the only way to get it rightly. But the NLC had, informed the president with clarity, saying, use Democracy Day to announce a new minimum wage of 250,000 naira. Now, the implications of these advices and expectations are that Nigerians are looking forward to a more robust and inclusive democracy where their voices are heard and needs are met. Needs are met. It's important, to bring that, into the front burner. And there are expectations that the president, should take concrete steps to addressing these issues of poverty, inequality, marginalization in the country, and is now becoming overwhelming. Well, we've got bills to pay. Let's go pay these bills. We'll be right back in a short bit. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
My people, the thing where they happen for my area,
Do you think I will now find out that you have contracts
and kick human trafficking out of our communities? I wish I knew radio drama. Brought to you by MICAP in partnership with the National Agency for Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, and funded by the Embassy of Denmark in Nigeria.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable. Eagles 102.3.
All right, we're still talking expectations right there, and this is Eagles Outlook right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Comrade, are you there?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Well, you've heard Nigerians. We've been talking, and I'm sure you've been following through. What would be your right of say to all of these? I mean, Tekenbi had said, what should be the first things that should be tackled? What should be that part of governance that we should begin to see a priority given to? And we've got Dr. Olajide calling in too and talking about issues that also concern the national unity and where should be the lead in this regard. All right, so what's your take on these?
Yes. Oh, yes. I heard him that he made mention of economic security, the one that will be prioritized. Talking about economic, citizens often look for significant improvement in economic policy that can lead to job creation, poverty reduction, and overall economic growth. These include measures to attract foreign investments, support small and medium enterprises, and improve infrastructure. But then you look at the security challenges we are facing today. There is a high expectation for government to enhance efforts in combating terrorism, insurgency, and other forms of criminal activities. You can see from almost all the regions. Effective security strategies, are crucial for national stability and the protection of citizens as regards to what MKO Abiola stands for, and as regards to expectations or the way forward with regards to June 12th. Then you talk about social justice and equality. We know we oftentimes call for greater efforts in addressing issues related to social justice. This includes my area of specialization, that is the human rights, gender equality, and the protection of vulnerable groups. Initiatives to improve healthcare, education, and social welfare are also expected by the present-day government with regards to
Okay. Well, comrade, right there, you've mentioned some very salient points right there. All right.
Inequalities and ensure that all parts of the country benefit from national growth and the development.
Okay. Well, let's take some more calls now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please. Good morning.
This is Moses.
All right, Moses, welcome aboard. Where are you calling from?
You know where I'm calling from Suleja.
All right, feels good. Feels good. Yeah. Let's get into it.
Yeah, I think I want to thank your guest. Advice you can give government, I think this platform, you have been giving government advice, and I believe that this advice, they should use it positively. We could have been getting the positive result.
Right.
Please, can you make your research? Tell me which of the states that are into farming, personally by the government.
Sorry, the question. Sorry, the question.
I say, can you make your research to find out which of the states politically involved in farming completely?
Okay.
Because if the nation is facing food insecurity, I believe that is one of the things that the government should have a focus. Food insecurity and life insecurity, very important. What makes America what it is today? America has a great farming mechanism that can feed their nation without any looking at any external support. And when you look at our nation, we are blessed with big forests. All these forests, we have a fertile land. We have rivers and we have seas where government can invest into this farming product by employing these our youth. Most of our students that study agronomy or who are agronomists, you discover that more money should be pumped to these young guys to produce food that will avail Nigeria from this suffering. A young man was saying on this station about let everybody go in farming. Yes, I support, but not everybody. There are people who are trained for. There are people that need to be encouraged because God has blessed us with land. When you look at some of the Israelites using this desert land, making ways for water to come to make their farming, and look at us, we are blessed. We are looking at the government cake to come down or manna from heaven. So I am encouraging the government to do what? To encourage the youth, to encourage the farmers, and let them themselves have a farming mechanism where government have their workers there. Thank you. God bless you.
All right. Thank you, Moses, for that one. Taking yet another call. Hello. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning, Doctor.
All right. Thank you. Is this Omotayo?
Yes, very well.
Omotayo. Welcome aboard. All right. Feels good. Omotayo, let's get into it.
Okay. So very quickly, all protocols duly observed.
Yes, please.
Yes, we have spoken very well. You see, Dr. Woodward.
Yes, please.
All these solutions we are profiling is unfortunately falling on deaf ears. Look, even if we put speakers in front of the ear and loud it to the loudest and profile more solutions, it will yet not be, reasonable or useful because unfortunately the ears with which this government are listening are almost completely deaf. All they know or all they can actually respond to is action. And that is what brings me to the point that states that, permit me to say that NLC as a body and TUC, if in the competence with which I carry them and weigh them before now, they are a total failure to Nigerians. How can you, knowing that this government, looking at all the promises they have made from the beginning of the tenure down to this point that have not yet been fulfilled, yet you are following them with such a dilly-dallying action, calling us strike in between, and you know them for this trickish kind of way of attending to the issues of Nigeria. Look, it permits me to say that I think the NLC president and the TUC president are comfortable. They are living well. That is why they are using their own measures, their own length to measure for every Nigerian. Unfortunately, it is not so. It is biting Nigerians so seriously. This government promised us, what's it called, CNG vehicles. Where are they today? This government promised us that they kept saying our refineries at 95%. 95, the remaining 5% for how many? For how long? For over 1 year cannot be completed, sir. This government is just, they are just, look, they are posing for us. They are not telling us the truth.
Yes. Yeah, as much as we are dwelling in that, what would you say, very quickly, could be what you expect to see, or what aspect of the economy you expect to see begin to change? I mean, let's give the president, he already said, well, he's promising to do this and this and this and that, yeah? What would you say to the president at a time like this, saying, okay, yeah.
Okay, so, Doctor, permit me to say that so far, the president has been giving very wonderful, nice, orchestrated speech, but has no value of essence of being carried out so far. That's what they do. But where is this speech? Where has this speech so far brought us to? Look, the government only give us nice speech.
So, Omotayo, good. That's it. Let's get into that.
What I am expecting is for this government to first tackle insecurity. Because look, without security, whatever thing you put in place will be useless to the masses because they can't defend themselves from these harmful people. If you now tackle insecurity, then take care of the welfare of the people. It is not to start building one road, what do they call that road? Spending billions, increasing money of judges and all irrelevant things. And then you say you don't have money to take care of the people.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, comrade, right. Quite a lot to take in.
What the caller said with regards to farming and creating or producing what we consume. I must say that Nigeria over the years have been seen as a productive nation. At least we can remember the time of cocoa farmers, palm oil, and what have you. And with recent challenges of insecurity and dependence on importation, which I give thumbs up to the immediate past administration of President Muhammad Buhari with regards to focusing on what we consume, focusing on farmers with a lot of incentive that his administration and CBN try to do. But then currently now we have seen a resurgence with regards to farming. You go to Niger State, you see what governor of Niger State, that's the Governor Bago, is doing with regards to resurgence, input with mechanized way of farming. We see that with Bauchi, Gombe, and many of them that are making efforts to see that what Nigeria used to be with regards to farming comes back. But then, based on the challenges we are facing today, I will encourage the current government, even if it's to open our border for 6 months and then close it back, allow importation so that it will ease the current hardship being faced by Nigerians with regards to inflation and the high prices, so that by the time we get into harvest with regards to the farming season we have entered, it must have reduced the impact of, negative impact we are facing. It will be siphoned or looted through corruption and other means. I think it will go along. Like myself, I'm a farmer. I have my experience wasn't a good one, and I have moved from crop farming to animal farming. You understand? If maybe we get a support, from the government of the day, probably many of us will go into both crops and the animal farming. It will enhance a lot of things. It will improve our production rate. It will gain value. All these jackpot syndrome will reduce. Purchasing power of the people will grow. Unlike what we are seeing today, there's frustration in the land. There's serious frustration in the land.
Well, the president
and what happened yesterday with regards to unveiling of the acts at the Ego School. Honestly speaking, I wasn't impressed with that. I had expected that picture would have reflected June 12th. Maybe MKO Abiola, who paid ultimate price with regards to the struggle for democracy, should have been there. Or maybe the heroes, as our president mentioned yesterday, should have been the one they got there than, putting our current president's picture there. Is self-serving. It's hypocritical to me.
All right.
You understand? We have done something that will be more cohesive and give meaning to what we are saying and what we are doing. And for the government of the day, I must give it to them. They are the listening government, or like the previous government. Most of the things that we, discuss, analyze, and push towards, I see them doing is just that you can't cut a tree now, expect it to die. I think with time we will see the effort they are making will begin to yield fruit.
So we should be expectant. We should have keep our hopes high and expect something positive. Is that what you say? Right?
Yes.
Anyways, let's take this call right now. Hello and good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Victor. Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. Is this Barrister Hassan?
I greet all the scholars and listeners of this radio station. Donatus coming from Niger.
Okay, Donatus. I'm always mistaking your voice. Okay, go on, Donatus.
Victor, the last government promised us each refinery every year. You understand? We did not see anything, and people kept quiet. You understand? Nobody is talking. That's why we should be making this mistake. When the government will come and do whatever they feel like you, and go along with it, are we going to go that way? I think they should let us go. Every day we complain. We are not happy. We are not complaining because we want to complain. We are complaining because we want them to fix. We want them to fix the country.
Okay.
I'm telling you, during the time of good luck and Yaradua, they did not have this opportunity they have. You understand? Nobody is complaining those days. Assuming they have this opportunity that people are making, I'm telling you, they could have do better, do more than like this.
Right.
I think they should learn lesson from all this.
After all, the president in one of his broadcasts that said, interviews rather on national TV, let the poor breathe. Indeed, don't suffocate them. Well, I hear you, Comrade Kachi, talking about issues where, of course, because of the degenerating systems and structures, please, talking to the, what's this body called now? They have to do with the health, health sector and all of that, improve the health system, healthcare system, and all of that. But the president as well has emphasized that the unity of Nigeria cannot be traded. In fact, while he was having that conversation at the Presidential Democracy, he pledged to bring Nigeria back to its glory of harvesting. And he also described Nigeria's diversity as unending, stating that it is the best path to success. Nigeria is a great country, he said. Well, we'll just go pay some bills. When we come back, it will be, taking your messages via the WhatsApp portal number. I know, Comrade Okachi, you've mentioned quite a lot. You said, touched on what the solutions and the way forward could be, as well as expectations of Nigerians. But yeah, that conversation, maybe in one line or two, you would put a cap on it. We'll be right back.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Welcome to Aflab Travels and Tours Limited, where all your travels questions are answered. Our services include flight reservation and ticketing, visa processing and renewals, foreign school admission and international migration services, hotel booking and reservation. We also offer monthly holidays packages. Call 080-3304-3020. Register with us today for your personal family school excursion or corporate holiday. We can also arrange holidays for Malaysia, China, Singapore, and many more. We shall arrange visa and all other travel documents for you. Visit our office in Abuja at number 3 Benji Close off Emeka Nyanku Street, Area 8, Abuja, or Lagos office at number 44 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Ikeja, Lagos. Give us a call on 080-3304-3020. Send us an email to aflabtravels@yahoo.com.
offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
All right, it is experience that you can count on. I see this one right here via the WhatsApp portal. Hello, UD. Hello to you too. My name is Honorable Edward from Labour. We're fighting for Mr. President to speak, and he has spoken. If they're not convinced, they should go back to strike. I will not believe in them again. What's happening to some of us who are not working? We need our refineries to start working immediately, and everything will be normal in this country. The result of high cost of things in this country is just before the removal of fuel subsidy. Thank you, and God bless you. God bless you too, comrade. And seeing this one here says, greetings to you, my brother Udrak Daniel. This is Samuel from Kuje. What destroys organization or a nation is when they email the actual truth of what's happening with the people. Instead, they will be telling him that all is well with the people. The people will see the leader as wicked and insensitive to their plight. Some of these image makers in government are not patriotic, and that is why they are deceiving themselves, thinking that they are deceiving us. They should know that nothing is permanent. Even the permanent secretary is not permanent. I see that. Let's all have a great day. All righty. I see quite a lot. Barrister Dan, good morning, UD. It is a collective effort by all of us. People have the power to vote their leaders, and by that, put them in power. There is time lapse. When the tenure expires and we deem it to vote them out of power, we have the power to do so. When we find them wanting, as a matter of corruption or what have you, the law is supreme and have respect for nobody. That is how it is and should be. Everything is organized and has to be followed to the latter. That will serve as deterrent to other people who have the mind to come and siphon our collective Commonwealth and go scot-free. Sanusi from Suleja right there saying thanks. All right, thank you, Sanusi, for that one. And years you meant. Tekambi Hundu right there from Nasarawa State. Thank you so much, Tekambi. And to each and every one of us, as well as you, Comrade Okachi, I want to appreciate you especially for bringing your voice in the discourse at a time like this. You are a human rights activist, a public affairs commentator, and social analyst. Thank you so much. We appreciate.
UD, yes, on the last one, I beg.
Yes, just
I want to join former in calling on the authorities, especially our president. He has tested what the struggle is all about. To see that NSAS protesters that are still incarcerated, that are still in detention, are released. Also to some of our activists that we have picked yesterday in Lagos for protests. Somebody like Sanyolu Jowon, who is the national coordinator of Take It Back movement, should be released with that conditions.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. That's where we say bye-bye. Tomorrow is yet another day. And stay tuned because the business news comes forth, as well as 10 o'clock. It's going to be time for the Midday Extra.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
This is Eagles 102.3 News, your number one radio experience you can count on.
Here is the business news. Barely few weeks after the federal government approved a special purpose vehicle to support the delivery of an additional 90,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable, it has begun talks with the World Bank. Minister of Communications and Digital Economy Bosun Tijani disclosed this while announcing the kickoff of Nigeria Week in Washington, United States. The project aims to increase Nigeria's fiber optic cable capacity from 35,000 kilometers to 125,000 kilometers, making it Africa's third longest terrestrial fiber optic backbone behind South Africa and Egypt. And now let's have you know that the CBN, the Chartered Institute of Bankers of Nigeria, has reassured the bank customers of the safety and soundness of the Nigerian banking sector. The reassurance contained in a statement signed by the President and Chairman of the CIBN Council, Professor Pius Olarinwaju, on Wednesday came on the heels of claims that the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, was set to revoke more banking licenses after that of Heritage Bank. CBN had denied this claim and reiterated that the Nigerian financial sector was sound and safe. About 8,651 retirement saving account holders withdrew 14.20 billion naira in the first quarter of 2024 due to temporary job loss. This was disclosed in the first quarter reports 2024 published by the National Pension Commission. In the report, PENCOM said that it received 8,702 requests from RSA holders seeking to access 25% of their RSA balances due to temporary loss of employment. A report by the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, says Nigeria's daily oil production dipped further to 1.25 million barrels per day in May. This is despite the claim by the federal government and the Nigeria National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, that the country's oil production has risen to 1.7 million barrels per day. OPEC data showed that Nigeria lost 30,000 barrels per day as crude production dropped from 1.28 million barrels per day in April. 25 in May. And finally, the World Bank has stated that monetary policy tightening by the Central Bank of Nigeria may not rein in inflation and remains a risk to Nigeria's growth outlook. The international lender disclosed this in its latest global economic prospect on Wednesday. The report predicting the outlook for the rest of 2024 and 2025 pegged Nigeria's economic growth rate at 3.3% in 2024, same as its projection at the beginning of the year. Furthermore, the bank projected Nigeria's GDP to grow at 3.5% in 2025. That is the business news. I am